Hello, for IGUS, I am John Najarian, and I know we talked about talking about stimulus, and that has gone on since basically the first stimulus, which was called the CARES Act, expired here in the United States July 31st. Now, there were some residual things that continued since then, and even some unused funds, but what I want to focus on is stimulus itself. And of course, Speaker Pelosi rolled the dice, the Speaker of the House, and she apparently lost because she was pushing so hard for 3.2 trillion. And then when she compromised, she came down to 2.2 trillion. The Senate never passed anything higher than 500 billion, folks. So they weren't even in the same zip code. But it seems now they are likely to get a lot closer. Why is that? That's because the House pushed Speaker Pelosi to take something, anything, because the states so desperately need funding because they're shutting down across the country. The biggest economies in the U.S. are closing down for 2 and 3 weeks at a time. They need that money desperately then. So she has come down and calls it a bipartisan agreement to $908 billion. That's pretty dramatic fall off, but Mitch McConnell, the leader in the Senate, is not budging much off of the $500 billion that he says is all he thinks he can push through the Senate. Now, it is likely that we will see some sort of compromise in approximately the 600 to 700 billion range. The reason I say that is I think they will still pass one, but it'll be less than the 2008 stimulus that was passed in 2009, which became known as TARP and was during the financial crisis. So I'm thinking something right along there. And what does that mean for FX? Well, that'll mean a lot less than it would have meant had there been a sweeping blue wave and all of a sudden the spigot would have been opened for spending. I am John Najarian for IGUS.